And I come back. I come back in my country, and now I continue to practice, and I continue to learning.
I see. I see. Well, great. It's nice to hear that you come to experience a Buddhist life in Thailand too. Thank you for sharing some information, Laurent. Next one, how to pronounce your name? Bicha or Baicha? Baishia.
BB Cha.
BB Cha. Okay, BB Cha, where are you from?
I'm from Singapore as well.
That's okay. From
and
Singapore.
I know the program through iRetreat, and so I've also visited I Monastery as well.
Yes.
So I joined a few of the online meditation classes with Long P, John, and also with iRetreat. So we have a few teaching monks there who kindly share meditation teachings with us.
I see. Okay. Well, nice to hear about you and learning together about the Dharma and teaching of the Buddha. Great. Now we got 3 people from Singapore. Next one, Meshi Saran Basara, right? You are the our team, right? Meshi Saran Basara. Do you hear us? Maybe she's co-host. Okay. Okay. Let's move on. Tante, right? Jantai. How to pronounce your name? Are you a monk from where is it?
Yeah, Jantai. I'm from Pape meditation retreat.
Yes.
Pape meditation retreat. Yeah.
Okay. So you, which country are you from? Sorry.
I'm from America, Washington, D.C., but my family's from Kyrgyzstan, which is in Central Asia.
I see. I see. Okay. Wow. So nice to hear about your story too. Okay. Welcome to study. Yeah. And then Sandra, the other. Okay, Sandra, where are you from?
Yes. Hello, everyone. Namaskar. I am from Colombia. Right now, I am staying in Thailand. And I knew about the program thanks to iRetreat. I am volunteering in iRetreat right now, and I am a peace architect. I'm part of World Peace Initiative Foundation, Peace Revolution, with that project too. So very happy and grateful to be here. Thank you so much.
Thank you for sharing information. Okay, the other, I didn't see your face. It is possible to turn on your camera. It's the one that you can turn on your camera so I can see. Who is it? Next, okay. Direct. Where are you from?
Karawakav, Rajan. Yeah, I'm originally from Poland. Currently, I'm staying in Thailand as well, in Pape meditation retreat.
Oh, nice to hear that.
Yeah,
okay, thank you. Yes.
Thank you.
Yes. Okay, and mice. So, other Lena, Maria, are you there? Okay, the other.
Hello.
Yes, we can't see you.
Can you hear me?
Oh, okay. Can see you now. Yeah, we can hear you. Where are you from?
Sandrita, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Lina. I'm from Colombia. I am right now in supporting some projects in iRetreat, and I'm in Thailand right now at the moment. So I'm so happy that I could join this program that is really a life in a time experience. So yeah, I'm so happy to be here. Have a lot of expectations to learn a lot from all of you, and thank you so much.
Okay. Thank you for information. Marisa Chung. Marisa Chung. Are you there? Like, we cannot hear you. Okay, move on. พระสอนทวี probably is my Indasaro. สอนทวี Indasaro. Where are you from?
Hello,
Ah.
นมัสการพระอาจารย์
Hey, พระสอน is my
Hello.
student. Where are you now?
Hello, I am พระสอนทวี Intasaro. I'm a Lao Buddhist monk, but right now I'm living in Chiang Mai. I am a part of MA student from Mahachualongkorn Prasavittayaraya University Chiang Mai campus. Yes, I'm very glad to involve and study with all of the students. Thank you so much.
Thank you, พระสอน Probably sometime I need your help to continue my lesson too. Okay, this is พระสอน. He is just my student and I am a student at MCU University. Okay, Amy and Arada, are you there? Okay, then I will. Okay, so now I will start our subject. The subject of Vinaya or disciplines in Buddhism. Okay, in Theravada Buddhism, we actually practice and observe the precepts. We call precepts. Okay, or the discipline that we have to follow. Okay, as you know that at the beginning of Buddhism, when the Buddha got enlightened, Buddha didn't offer any rules or any regulation or any discipline like rules for us to follow. So we have no rules at that moment. But due to the, you know that because Buddha enlightened and he was born in India, and in India they have caste system. So in different group of people, they have kind of like a different behavior. When Buddhism start by the Buddha allow people of different different house, different caste system to be a monk, and when we get to we get ordained or we become a monks, we will have the status are the same because of like we don't have caste system like Indian society at that time. Anyway, due to the behalf of the caste system is quite different. Okay, so when people become a monk, the action or the behalf of Bhikkhu and Bhikkhuni also different. That's why the first, as you know, that the first Vinaya or the first rule that Buddha led a monks to observe is Parachika. This is called by Patsutina. Okay, for Parachika. And then we're starting to collect step by step until we got, do you know how many precepts do monk have? Baby Shah, how many precepts do we have?
228.
228? You
Is it
add
correct?
you add one more to monks, right?
Go for 227.
227. So we start from number 1, number 2, number 3 until 227 in the Buddha time. Okay. So that is the rules that monk or female monk have to follow. Okay, but I will give maybe another question for you later for about in different levels of the Vinaya or different precepts that each group of them have to observe. Okay. So when monks come to meet the people and see the people. Then they start to like to share all this discipline or the Vinaya to people. But because the rule of monks and lay people is quite different life, I mean, our life is more like not much worry things because we don't have family, children, or whatever. So that's why we apply the other rules for people, very simple one. In these 30 hours that we are going to study together, so we start from number 1 to number 5 as lay people as you. And for the monks, okay, for the monk plus 227 precepts, maybe we can do as well. We can mix it together. Okay, after do step by step. The precept for people, precept for monks and novice, non-bhikkhuni, whatever. Of this thing. So these 30 hours we will study about this totally. Okay, sorry, a moment, please. Okay, so in these 30 hours, we were going to discuss. We are actually not actually because us as a lecturer or a teacher, but in Thailand, I think we are just a one who come and guide us, and we can have learning each other and sharing information, because right now information or all knowledge is on the crowd, especially from Google, and now it's more like easier if we talk to ChatGPT or Google Bard, so they give very good example. They are very smart. So it means we can learn all things knowledge from everywhere, every source. So I and my other lecturer will come to guide us that what we're going to do step by step. Okay, for today. Vinaya principle. Okay, so that's we're going to study this semester. My name is Pra Kru, Venerable Dr. PKB. It's a abbreviation name from the position or the promotion of monks. Okay, as a monk, when you become a monk for a period of time, then they will give you a like it. Okay, you move from the new monk to second step, third step, fourth step, like give you a promotion, like you are more senior. So Prakru Baidika, that it means PKB, okay? Don't confuse with the name of this. Okay. And my original name is Tipanagon. Jaya Binando. Jaya Binando, it is a Buddhist name. Jaya Binando, that is a Buddhist name, okay? Anyway, you can remember my name in easily way. That is we call Pra Jolie. Pra means monk, Jolie. Joe-L-E, Jolie. Joe and Lee. Okay. Because my family name is Lee, so I put Joe and Lee together. If I put Lee Joe, then many people name same as me, they will confuse. Okay. But Jolie, that's more easier to remember. And yeah, that's all. Second, okay. Second, we will study with associate professor Dr. Samran and Samrong. So we have that's later. Every Saturday from today's third, right? Every Saturday from 1 to 2:30, around this time that we're going to study the principle Vinaya. Okay, this is Professor Samran. Professor Samran and me, Dr. Jolie or Prat Jolie and Dr. Samran, Associate Professor Dr. Samran. Professor Samran is okay. So he are going to come and then take a part of this 30 minutes, 15 hours, maybe 14 hours that study with me, and the other 14 will study with him. The objectives of study this subject on the principle of Vinaya. Okay, so we study on Vinaya in Buddhist monastic life. When we become a monk, so one thing that we have to keep more precepts than lay Buddhists or lay people. That's why every month that they come to the temple, then you have to follow the rules and they have to keep very strict on the rule and practice. In Thailand, we cannot touch a girl or woman or women by intention, okay, intention. But by accident, it's okay. Yes, by accident, it's okay. In Thai society, they are very strict, girl very strict when she see a monk. So they will keep away from the monk. They don't want to touch the monk because they feel that it will make the monks not comfortable with. Okay, sometimes we walk the street, we walk to the market, and then a girl didn't pay attention enough, and sometimes they like they accident touch, okay, accident touch us, and they're also sorry. I'm so sorry about that because now I get back karma from touching you by accident. Is that how can you, how we are representative from good karma, not bad karma. So when you accidentally touch us as a accident, so how can you get back karma? So that's we're going to talk about the principle, the Vinaya, and the intention as well. By this topic of Vinaya, the rules that monk cannot touch gold, but we can touch boys, okay. Because at the beginning, by the physical that monks probably girls and boys physical is different. That will cause a problem to the monks. Okay. Anyway, what happened? In case if I see a girl falling in the river and she asking help, and if I be there and said, oh, I'm sorry because I'm keeping my precept, nah? I cannot help you. Nah? Please, monk, please help me. I cannot touch you. So what should I do? What should I do? That will be loving kindness. Loving kindness that monk should combine with. Okay, so you study Dhamma from Ajahn from last week, right? Study about the Dhamma. Vinaya and Dhamma should come along together. Should come along together. If we only follow Vinaya and we forget about the Dhamma, that will be problem, and that's where we fighting too. Okay, so as a monk, we leave the temple, so we have to observe the rule. If people outside the temple, they also need to follow the rules of Vinaya too. I'm going to show you later that what are they. Number two, then we need to study Buddhist ethical or precept sila or lay practitioner. All these things that is the object that we need to share, because as you know that right now in the global we have so many problems happens, even criminal, stealing, killing, so many problems happen. Buddhism we propose about peace, about peace. But first, if in ourselves we don't have kind of peaceful mind, so how can we move on to create our village, our society to be peace before global peace like that? So this one of the object that is quite important to study. Concentrating lifestyle. Samana vs lay Buddhist. Samana is mean monks or who are practiced in Buddhist, okay, and lay Buddhists. Actually, the common sense for people to follow the rules, I think that it's not only Buddhist people, but every human being should follow that. Even in other religions, like it, they also have some certain rule that they have to follow too. Okay, so that this study is not this subject or object of this study should not only Buddhist people but everyone that are human being. Okay, and then for us that we need to focus on these objectives is to study Buddhist ethics or Vinaya precepts and commentary relevance. Okay, so which part of the principle Vinaya or rules that important for us we can apply for that. As you know, I just came across to YouTube, video YouTube, and I found one kid's only 10 years old, and he murder other people. He become the killer. I mean, he killed a person. So recently in Thailand, there are three teenagers. There are three of teenagers around 17 to 18, something like that. They just kill other people by torture the people, and finally they kill that. When we talk about Vinaya rules and human being, we see that there's some cause and effect. There's action and reaction. If human being try to observe the rule and follow the principle or follow the rules, then we probably will not have much problem. Right now, if we go outside the temple, we go outside there, probably it's difficult to trust someone. Sometimes they dress very smart. They are look like a good person, but we don't know the mind. We don't know the mind that person is normal person, is a person that who observe the precept, or the person who don't follow it, whatever. So there are so many things. That's why the subject or the Dharma in Buddhism try to prepare or try to serve human being, try to find peace and clean out the mind. Every day we take shower, right? Every time we take shower, every day we take shower in Thailand, probably 2 times, because we are live in the hot country. Morning before work, so we take shower, it make you fresh. And in the evening before sleep, because the whole day you work, and that's very tired, stingy, and what happens to your body. So you need to take shower to fresh your body before you sleep. But in other country, I'm not sure that the culture probably different. Anyway, we take shower in every day, right? But the question is that how often that we clean our mind, and why we clean our body, how often we clean our mind, right? The body is a concrete that we can touch easily to clean. But how about our mind? Mind is a kind of abstract, and then it's difficult that we will use normal water to clean our mind like that too. We take food for 3 times a day, or sometimes 4 times, or maybe some people will probably take 5 times, whatever. Okay, that is your choice. Anyway, we take food for the body, but the question is that how often you take food to your mind, and what kind of food that you should give to the mind. Then actually we need to solve our problem. When we hungry, we are suffer, right? When we hungry, we suffer. So we want to free our suffering. That's why we need Okay, when you're hungry, then we need to find something to eat. And when we don't know the words of middle way, or we don't know how to manage the life. Sometimes we take some kind of food and the food very delicious. Okay, and we take more food. We take more food, take more and more. After food, what happened? Are you happy or suffer? We will suffer, right? Because we forget a middle way of eating too. Okay, so that's why we said that Dhamma, or the way that we study, is not like separate Dhamma in different way, or Vinaya different way, but every teaching of the Buddha, just like it is the connection. There's some connection like that. Okay. So when we need peace and happiness in life, that's why we need to study the main teaching of the Buddha. Okay, the main teaching of the Buddha. So the main teaching of Buddha, the Dhamma, after Dhamma, they will also need the Vinaya to follow how to success in happiness. Okay, that's why ethics or ethical is a kind that we need to cultivate. Okay, as I mentioned before, that we have body part and mental part. For the physical body is a very, I think it's more, it's like good, easy to clean, to fix it. When you got sick, you got ill or not feeling well or fever, then you just go to hospital or just get some medicine or take a rest and take time to recover, then maybe okay. But what happened if something happened to our mind? It's going to take time, very long time to recover that. Some story that is probably is bad story that happened to our life. There's a mental part that we cannot delete from our mind. Okay, so ethics, or the moral that we need to follow in order to solve the suffering and move up to success, to the peaceful way of life. This is kind of one of the important too. Okay, so actually Vinaya concern only monks and lay, two fields that we need to study. Okay, so the question is that what are the Vinaya and Sila? Are they the same or different? Actually, the name is Vinaya or Sila. It will be different written form, but the meaning is still same. Okay, the meaning is still same. Okay, now turn to question number 1. Piku male monks has 227 precept, right? So that's I need some help screen. Okay, pen. A moment, please. Okay, I will let you think how many precepts of these people. It's a question, so I will ask you. Okay, maybe I can random some of this to answer them. Number one, we got the answer already there, right? Now turn to number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5. Okay, let's see. Number 2. How many? Number 1. Can anyone remind me? Number 1, how many precepts do we have? For the monks or monk. 2. This is the rules or the precepts of monk. It is not a lottery number, okay? Don't misunderstand. Number 2. So let me choose someone that will help me to answer this. Who is girl? So girl probably know about this. How many women here? How many women? How many women? Marisa, are you there? I'm not sure who is this.
311.
311. Where are you from, Marisa?
US/Chiang Mai.
Oh, you stay very close here. No? 1311. Excellent. Good job. Number 3. So number 3, let me choose someone here from what is that? Prat team, right? Or time or team? I cannot read the last one. So that's team or time. Time. I think he probably knows. So we ask lay people maybe better. Laurent. Laurent. How many precepts? Little monks or novice has?
10.
10. Okay. Number 4. Any volunteer for this answer? Number 4. Buddhist nun or training female has? Oh, sorry, I delete the E. Okay, delete the E. How many of this? As a nun. Michi. So Michi, probably Michi can answer. Help. No? Michi, are you there? Probably Michi cannot hear us. Anyone want to tell me to answer this? How many of Buddhist nun?
I think they take 8 precepts.
Excellent. Okay. 8 precepts. Lay Buddhists as? How
5.
many?
5.
5. Okay. 5 precepts. So 30 hours that study together, all this that we need to study, right? We need to study all this. But probably it's too deep and we will summarize very short for you. Very short in Vinaya for you. Okay, let's see. 5 have to, okay, the people that they observe 5 precepts have to respect 8 and 10, 311, 227, right? So 8, move on this one. And this have to respect. And then this have to respect like this. And has can see the when you have lower precept, then lower precept should respect how to say that in Thai tradition, if like a monk, when the lay people pray, they say somebody crap greeting on you, then a monk will not do with them. different from Mahayana or Vajrayana school? And then when lay Buddhists and non respect to the novice Latin monks, so they also don't need no need to hold hands and greeting with that. When novice greeting to monks, then monk no need to do that. But if monk, they have to actually they respect to the monks. Do you curious that why female, actually, as I mentioned before that Piku, okay, Piku and Pikuni, have you ever questioned why Pikuni should observe rules more than monk? Why not 227? Why female took 311? Is there anyone can share some knowledge here, some idea? Hello, are you there? Share some idea. What do you think? Why monks they took 227, but why female monks they need to follow 311? That is fair for a woman, fair for girl, fair for bikini. But in lay Buddhists, they took 5 is 5 together. Okay, 5 means 5.
Is it because ladies are have more safety concern, Ajahn?
Oh, excellent. Now we can hear you better.
Thank you.
Yes. Because lady need more secure, right? Security, need more things to protect girls. As I mentioned before, that at the beginning of the enlightenment of the Buddha, and he has a few disciples, we don't have rules. There's no rule that we have to follow. Step 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is one of the problem that one is the factor that when monks and female monks come to the temple, so that's why there's some certain rules that we need to follow in order to keep the community in peace and live it together like that. Okay, good. Okay. Another question. Even I am monk, but I still curious too. I still confused. I still have some questions that actually when talk about human, okay, female monk Pikuni, Piku or Pikuni also can get enlightened too. But even Pikuni took 311 precepts. Why do they need to show respect, always show respect to the monk? In the Vinaya also, in the history, or Vinaya also mentioned that if Bhikkhuni, audience as a Bhikkhuni for 10 years, but if a monk just become a monk, so Bhikkhuni have to show respect to, like to have the respect to the new monk as well. Why? Example in Thai, like, okay, for lay people to do why to you, to the monks, then monk no need to do why to lay people. And if we follow the rule that the one who observe the rule is more, then we have to respect them. This case, it means the girl took 311 precepts. The question is that, oh, should a monk to show respect to girl, but why in Vinaya or the history show that Bhikkhuni should respect to the monk, should show respect to the monk. Is there anyone can share or would like to share some idea from this? Is there any Thai people here? มีคนไทยไหม ไม่มีคนไทยเลยเหรอ นี่พระอาจารย์พูดรู้เรื่องปะเนี่ยทำไมไม่มีใครช่วยตอบเลย
มีครับผม
มีนะ Do so you understood my teaching, right? My speaking. Sorry that we are not native speaker, okay? So we will try our best to speak English. If you're confused, then you can hands up anytime. Or any question also welcome with this. It's a classroom for sharing, I think. It's classroom for sharing. Okay, why female monk should respect to the monk? Why not? Respect here, it means like have to, how to say that in English? Show respect too, nah? Okay, maybe I can give for you. Think about that. For lay Buddhists and lay Buddhists, they have 5 precepts. They are equal. Okay, and for female monks and monks, it's different. Okay, let's see. Morals and discipline. Okay, this precept, different words, but it still remain the same meaning. Even we say moral, discipline, Vinaya, Sila, whatever, it still keep the same meaning of following for training, but only different the rules in each step of them. Okay, and Vinaya or Sila means something that it is prohibition, not allowed to do, not allowed to do this and that, like that. Vinaya Pitaka is a general practice for both monks and lay people. Okay, so not only monks but also lay people that we need to practice together. What happens if we don't practice? Is anyone can share what happened if we don't practice? Oh, I didn't read the message. Let me see. Good afternoon. Oh, hello, nice to meet you. Oh, they answer in this message, right? I just opened right now. Women are not. Yeah. So women not allowed to audience until Ananda asks us to ask the Buddha. Okay. So this is the someone mentioned about the other principle we call karutam for female. That's why the rule is different. Okay. Thank you for this. In Buddhism, Buddhism we mentioned about Sila or Vinaya. Okay, Sila or Vinaya, but I think this is very common to every human that we have certain rule to follow, even we are born in different corner of the world. Okay, so we have to follow whatever. Why do we need to follow? Because we need to keep society, we need to keep everything as a normal. And we don't, when the person observe the rules, then can help them free from what? Free from danger, free from problems, and even physical or body mental problem. They were free from that. Okay. Okay, so as I mentioned, that definitions of Vinaya, what is the definition of Vinaya? It's tend to refer more strictly or discipline, right? And it's concerned with the conduct of human being, especially Vinaya when we were monk. so it will more concerned with our life in temple. That's because samana or monastic, monk or nuns. And then for people, so actually they're very common with sila. So we don't say that how many Vinaya you follow as a lay Buddhist, or as a lay people. We don't say that. But for the people, we will mention about sila. How many precepts do you observe for lay people to observe? And then now let's see what is the purpose of observing precept or keeping precept. Number one, to protect our life in the present life from experience suffering. So in Buddhism, we believe about action and reaction. Whatever good or bad action that we have done, is also some we call refractions. You see this thing, like a refraction of this, the refractions of the leaf of the lotus, and in Buddhism, they mention also that our karma or our action is following us like our shadow. Like our shadow. Wherever you go, wherever you go, your shadow always following you. So our good or bad karma, it will come to the same. Do good, get good. Do bad, get bad. So that is the common for Buddhism. Talk about the law of karma. The law of karma. Okay, first one, to protect our life from the present. Something that it could suffer for us. Number two, to create happiness and goodness in living life. Okay. To create happiness or to cultivate. Okay, cultivate. Probably we use the word cultivate. C-U-L-T-Y-V-A-T-E. Cultivate. The same thing like create happiness or cultivate goodness, happiness in life. Number three. Okay. And number three, to create peace and tranquility for yourself, your family, and also your society. We have in our family, if everyone follow precepts or follow the sila, then we will not much problem. But you can see so many examples that family broken or because they don't follow the sila. That's why family problem, separate, divorce between wife and husband, which is I think is common to around the world. This thing. This all problem caused because Vinaya. Oh, sorry. Because they don't follow the precepts, simple life of precept, and that's why we still have a problem. Okay. Next one. Number four. To protect our life in the next life and don't have the experience of suffering. So this is something about the future. Something about the future. When we talk about Buddhism, we are not only to mention about this life, but we also mention about the previous life and the future life. That how they are yes.
เขาเป็นใครรู้ไหมตาได้คุยกับเขาไหม
ท่านชยา ถ้าไม่ได้ปิดไมค์ใช่ไหมโอเคนะครับนึกว่าท่านจะแชร์ไอเดียนะครับถึงไหนแล้วเนี่ยnext slide. In Buddhism, there's a previous life, present life, and future life. So all three dimensions of life will also related. It's related and it's kind of like circle of life. Okay, like a circle of life. That's why in Theravada Buddhism we use the word reborn. Reborn again and again. So if you do good karma, then we're born as a good place, good family, good whatever. So many things good. But if you did bad karma is caused by don't follow the sila as well. So that is the fundamental for people to follow. That's why a person don't follow sila and create bad karma, then in the future they will also get that believe that they will get a bad karma too. Last time you study, and I think many students here, you study about the karma, right? Do good, get good, do bad, get bad. Sometimes people, they are cheating on, they are lying on doing something like this. Like, for example, okay, if you finish this job, I will pay you for 1,000 baht. If you clean the room, if you clean this room, then after cleaning, then I will give you 1,000 baht. But after someone finished cleaning the room, and then he will say, oh, you did very not good job, so I will pay you for 800 baht, something like that. That's happened to our society a lot. And some people misunderstand about karma and also mention that you say do good, get good, do bad, get bad. I very intention to clean the room is very clean, but after I did all these things and I get not good karma. I get only 800 baht, not 1,000 baht. So probably we understand about the word of karma. Your action is the clean of the room. It's not the conditions of money. Okay. This is to protect our life. Okay. So sila very important to everyone, every human being. Right now we have many problems that still happen around the world. Many people lost their family members. Many people suffer. Many child they didn't have food to eat. They don't have place to live. At the same time that we still here, there are people still fighting, killing each other, and many countries that happen even right now too. A lot of people suffer. A lot of people suffer. Moment, please. Maybe now it's 2, so I can give you 10, maybe a few minutes break, and then we'll come back.
further ado, let's dive in. Ashley Martinson, have you ever wondered how seemingly ordinary lives can take a turn for the unimaginable? 2015, a year that would forever mark Ashley Ann as the subject of international headlines. What did she do? It was the day after her 17th birthday.
อันนี้ได้ยินเสียงพวกเราได้ยินเสียงไหม Can you hear the sound of this the clip video ได้ยินไหม Yes okay thank you
When Ashley Ann Rose Martinson committed a crime that defies belief, she tragically ended the lives of her own mother and stepfather. I know, it's a chilling revelation. The world couldn't look away as her case grabbed headlines on an international scale. And believe it or not, she later admitted guilt to not just one, but 2 counts of second-degree intentional homicide. The result? A daunting 23-year prison sentence that would reshape her life forever. But
Welcome back okay after we take a break that video is showing us some criminals so it means that what I show you about the video because want to share something that people actually if we don't follow the sila then it will cause a lot of problem and suffering will happen to not only ourselves but the other too and number 5 the number 5 here so when we observe the precept, right, the purpose that we're observing and protect our present life and then cultivate happiness. Number 3 is to create peace and good for our society, our family, and then protect also help our next life. We don't know that how many life that we will reborn again. So this can help Vinaya or Sila can help us. And the number 5 is the last one is very important that if anyone want to move forward for learning and achieve enlightenment, they have to follow the precepts or the Vinaya or the Sila. And because all these things it will help you as the basics of fundamental developing for higher morality and including concentration and wisdom later on. Okay. For the results of keeping precepts, what is the result when we keeping or we observe precepts completely? So there are three topics here. Number one, they said that if we observe precept very carefully and very strictly, first for the personal result, okay, for the personal result, keeping precept is the way to protect yourself from deterioration in the world, or in this is we call the benefit for yourself. When we observe the rule, when we observe the rule, then the rule will observe us. Okay, when we follow the rule, and then the rule will protect us, something like this. For social or society, sorry, this is probably society result. For society results is cultivate society in peace, stable and safe, living together in peace. So this number two, and then in number three, country's results, or the whole country that we live, it will help us to have more life in good good life, and also good government, also economics, education, religion. Okay, even in our society we have in different groups and also following in religion that different, but if everyone try to follow sila and follow the principle, then we will be varieties of living together in different group of people. But this, if everyone try to follow the sila or follow the principle or follow the Vinaya, then our society, our country will be colorful. Okay, colorful because we have different culture, different languages, different how to say that, different ethics, whatever. So we have so many things different. If everyone practice the good way, then this is probably can help us society for be better to live and sharing. The most thing that I saw in the COVID pandemics, you see that there are so many countries that try to bring their water, food from the home that they have more, right? So sometimes they just put outside their home there and then sharing. So anyone wants, they can have that. So sharing. So this is based on people that we will talk about the Kalayanatham, which is come along with parallel with the Vinaya, that actually all these things should correlate each other. So all these things is a fundamental for human try to develop themselves. So now sila, okay, as a Buddhist following sila, that we need to develop ourselves. First, at the beginning, we need to develop ourselves before we need to share for the others. If our mind good and everything's be stable, everything peace start from our mind, then we can share for the other. And sila is the fundamental for us to, okay, sila or precept. When we have or we follow or we observe sila or we observe the precept, then it will help us to support for concentration. For concentration, when if many of you you audience as a Buddhist monk or you study Buddhism, right, and you also practice meditation, why they say the precept or sila is important for us to meditate, okay, concentration or meditation. Because sila, if the person follows sila or principle, then when they meditate, there's no something that can disturb or is kind of like barrier for the meditate. Meditate. suppose if we did something so bad, then that is kind of worry, which is maybe no one know, but we ourselves, we know what we have done. So all this action or karma, it probably will disturb you while you meditate. That is quite difficult for us to continue our developing our concentration. So for whatever temporary meditation, temporary concentration or meditation, or we call kanika upachara. This so sila is very necessary for us to follow, to keep first, okay, in order to generate. When I compare to our life, probably like if you want to travel, to somewhere, first, basically that you should have probably clothes, shoes, and money for spend for your food and buy something like that. If all this fundamental, we don't have it, so it will difficult for you to go out, to move on, to go somewhere else. So this is kind of like fundamental things that we need to have it. So when you have precept or consideration, right, the next step, it can support for your concentration or your meditation. A support for your meditation, okay, and that it will help you for more easier and more like go to meditation more faster, because you have nothing worry about anything bad or good come out, or probably bad come out that you have done. So no need to worry about that. When you practice meditation, you are confident that you have the full of sila or vinaya that you observe, and there's nothing that you have done that thing like. Okay, so when you go to meditate, go to meditation, go to the temples or any activities, a monk will recite the sila, pancha sila, or 5 precepts for the lay Buddhists to take the precept first. So we will start from panatipata, something like that, in order to make sure that remind you that now the number 1, number 2, number 3 to the 5. So what is you still remember that? Don't do that. So when you got concentration, that's wisdom, panya. Okay, wisdom or panya. So each step of them will support you to success in your life. Okay, wisdom. This is the proverb from the Buddhist mentioned that wise men should observe the precepts. So the word that wise man means that because there's nothing guarantee our life if we don't observe the precept. As I mentioned that to observe the precept is to help, it is the way or solution to help protect yourself. Like the word of Buddha said that when we practice Dhamma, or then Dhamma will protect us. When we observe the Vinaya, then the Vinaya will protect us, something like that. So the 5 precepts with the society of people that full of hatred, full of passion, delusion, anger, whatever. The people, especially in I think every city, that we can find all these people that, yeah, some is good and some is bad. So people should practice sila, and then we can help each other out. 5 precepts at the beginning. What are they? So I don't know, they put some photo here. The 5 precepts. Okay. Number 1. Okay, number 1 is talk about Panatipata Veramani. Okay. So most of people or most of Thai people understand that do not kill, do not. But actually the Bali words that we recite, it recite as Panatipata Veramani Sikhang Patang Samadhiyami. Veramani means abstaining. So that's why the right word that we use for this precept is to abstain. To abstain. Okay. To abstain. Moment, please. Okay, sorry. First one is abstaining from taking a life or killing. That's the word mean veramani. Vera means when. Okay. So number one is abstaining from taking a life. Okay. And number two, extend to abstain from taking what is not given, or we call stealing. Number two is to observe in order to protect the other properties. So atina tanan, okay, atina tan veramani, okay. And number three is abstain from sexual misconduct. Okay, to abstain from sexual misconduct. We have a lot of problem with this in our society. So I think everyone know about this, that people or couple, they are cheating on each other or on the family because there's no honor, something like that, because this is all the problem. But when we talk to children, right? When we talk to children, like when we go to school and we teach them about abstaining from sexual misconduct, this is not like exactly sexual misconduct, but by it means that if you have the mind, you have bad mind, that you want to, you have bad mind, you want to like you want to take something from the other, like that. That also is kind of something that rule number three that you should not follow. And number four is lying. Okay, false speech, whatever speech that you did it, okay, and make other people suffer, made people other not happy, whatever, this you should not do it. Okay, and abstain from intoxicant. Okay, this is another one that I think most people and country, they also drink this, right? Okay, we still have how many time? What time is it now? Now is 2. Okay, nearly finished our time. My question is that rule number one to number 5. What do you think? Which one is the most important?
Number 5.
Okay, give some details why number 5 is important.
Because if your mind is clouded because you drink or whatever, you take a drugs or something, you probably can break all the 4 silas, number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, more easily.
Okay, what about the other? What do you think? This is from Hegel, right? Hegel. He already explained that number 5 is important. The other, what do you think? Which one is the most important to observe?
Number 4.
Number 4. You can share and you can share your knowledge. Okay, you can share some idea to your friend as well.
There are a number of ways for speech to be false and There are a number of ways for speech to be harmful. And you don't have to be under the influence of intoxicants. You don't have to be under the sway of passions. You can do that from a very straightforward position. But it's just, it's like you have a number of weapons. Speech, harmful speech is like having a box of weapons. The others are individual examples.
Thank you. What about the other? What do you think? Which one is the most important? Anyone else? No one, right? Okay, so I think, yeah, we can, no Sauka. Okay, so the 5%. Yeah, you can just turn on microphone and share your idea. What do you think? Which one is the most important now? We got number 5, number 4, and what about the other? Share some idea that you have learned from teacher, from other.
I think it's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. All are equally important. They are one to link to each other.
Wow, thank you. Okay. Okay, so actually, every precept, every sila is important, right? But the most important, as I mentioned, the most important, as Hegel said that number 5 is the most important. Why? He, as he mentioned that, suppose if you get drunk, drink a lot, okay, and you get drunk, so you don't have sati or mindfulness. What happened? It could broke number 1, right? You can broke the rule number 1 because you have no full of concentration. Like many car accident happen in our society because people get drunk. Normal drive is okay, but drunken man drive a car, that is not safe, right? So they can broke the rule number 1. Also, when you get drunk, you can broke rule number 2, number 3, and number 4 too. That's why the last number 5 is very important and the most important precepts that we have to observe. So how many of you here that you never test about number 5, except among, especially among, we cannot do all this drink. Monk free from this, but lay people, I think you can, right? Suppose if you practice Buddhist way, if you practice Buddhism and then your friends have a party and they invite you to join a party, what is your solution for this? You just deny, or you just go there and drink Pepsi, drink juice, or what do you think? What is your option if you practice Buddhist way?
I denied the party yesterday.
You did party yesterday.
I was invited, but I'm happy for the class. Was my excuse. Now I have to get up early next Saturday, and that's it.
Okay. What about the other? If you have no solution, okay, like if you like your friend invite you to join a party and you need to join, so I think you can drink. You can drink, but remember you should not drunk. Drink a little bit is okay. In your country, probably it's very cold, so drink a little bit. It can heat up for your body. But remember that actually number 5, abstain. So we should keep away from that. But if there's no choice that you need to drink, so remember that you should not drunk. Okay, if you're drunk, then you can break the rules. So that's what we call suffering. Okay, I think now it's time for, we still have more topic, but time's up, and then I will take a break before you will continue another subject. Okay, and right now, is there any one of you, can you do everything? Can you do everything if you are drunk? Yeah, okay. Is there anyone have some question for this? Any question?
Hello.
Yes.
A question about the precept number 5, please.
Yes.
Because when you drink and when you get drunk, that's quite different. So I wonder, if you just drink, does it mean you've already broken the precept, or it's not yet, but it's got to be when you are actually drunk? That's the time when you actually broke the precept. Can you please explain this?
Good question. Is anyone want to share about this? I saw 3 monks here, sitting here. Any monks want to share this? Good question. Anyone want to share? What do you think? What do you think?
Hello, test.
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you now.
Yes. Let's see. The question was. Oh, sorry. There's an echo.
Yeah, you can turn on the other speaker.
Yes.
Okay.
So the question was whether the 5th precept is broken when you get drunk or when you drink. Is that right?
Yes.
Yes. Well, personally, I think the second you drink, you've already caused yourself some intoxication and therefore some unmindfulness. Now, the degree is certainly a lot less than if you got fully drunk, but you still broken it.
Okay. Thank you for your sharing idea. What about the other? Ajahn Panya, Varopiku. Other one want to share about this question? This this question. Anyone want to share?
If I could just make a comment on that. If there's an obvious difference between a small amount of intoxication and a large amount, one of the things we can look at is your recovery or your reaction or your regret to taking intoxications. So, the morning after, if you've just had 1 or 2 drinks, you will realize that if you've had a large amount of alcohol, karmically, there's a larger debt to deal with. There's a lot more regret. And maybe then a continuation to convince yourself that it's okay to take a small amount. So yeah, the point I'm making is that karmically the debt is larger if you take a larger amount.
Thank you for your comments and sharing. Any other want to share your comments or some idea? Do you think that when you drink, you broke the rule, or you drink until you're drunk and thus broke the rule?
I think I will go for when we drink, then we'll break the rule because the word is abstaining. So it's like if we want to keep ourselves pure, it's good to skip it at all costs.
Okay, so I have another question for everyone. Think about that. Suppose if you walk to the temple, you're still happy to see the pagoda, very beautiful. Walking here and there, you it's not mindful, and then you step on 10 ants die. That is, you broke the rules, or you didn't broke the rule. You step on ants and die. 10 ants, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 ants die. And that you broke the rule number 1, or you didn't broke the rule number 1.
I think there.
Right.
Okay. There is no intention. When there is no intention to step on the ants, there is also not. You're not breaking the rule.
Okay. Good.
Agree, because I think before we count on our intention, we also have to be very careful. So if we are careful enough, then we should be able to skip from doing anything bad.
Good. Okay. Then can we summarize the question question number 5? That if you drink alcohol, you broke the rule, or you drink until you're drunk and you broke the rule.
So if I know that it's alcohol and it's my intention to drink it, it's broken. But maybe if I don't know that there is alcohol inside this drink, maybe some people tell me there is nothing inside, it's not my intention, it's not breaking the sila, right?
Agree.
Ding ding. Good job. Okay. Any other question before we finish our class? Now thumbs up. So is anyone want to share some comments, some question, or some? Also welcome any comments on my teaching too, okay? I share whatever I know and share with you. And any things that wrong or you need to understand, please apologize to me.
หลวงพี่คะ just now หลวงพี่ haven't answered why Pikuni have to pay respect to newly
Monk.
ordained monk. Yes.
Oh, that is anyone have answer for that? I didn't get answer yet. My term, I think in term of human beings by the how to say that, equivalence. But I still have these questions in mind, so I will keep this question for you, and we go to search the answer, and finally we can share later. Okay, so then thank you very much for everyone that joined my class today. I think you can share and you can learn something and from my talking, and then see you again on which day? Saturday next, right? Saturday next. And I stay in Wat Suan Dok, and I am teaching at MCU, lecturer at MCU, lecturer at MCU Chiang Mai campus. Okay, so if anyone passing by this, welcome to talk to me, join with me in this. Okay, and that's all. Thank you very much, and see you. Bye bye.
Satu.
Satu.